Hello, my nieces, nephews, and extended Twin Flame family. It's your Twin Flame Auntie here to give you a timeout from the 5D and bring you back to Earth. As your Twin Flame Auntie, I don't have all the answers. I might not have any answers, but I have some opinions, questions, and observations I'd like to share. Oh, wait, shh, be quiet. Do you hear that? It's the sound of the Twin Flame Police. Dum, dum, dum. The Twin Flame Police are everywhere with their Twin Flame speedometers on their Twin Flame dashboards. And they're here to keep you in line if you dare stray from the official Twin Flame narrative. So today we're going to talk about the curious case of Manny, also known as the spiritual soul on some other platforms, who almost found himself in twin flame jail. I hope he has a good twin flame lawyer, but okay. Jokes aside, obviously I am feeling a little silly today. It's giving dad jokes, but I digress. I started watching Manny when his channel was much, much smaller. And at the time, I was still in that very floaty 5D energy. You know, when you feel like your body's about to leave the earth, but somehow you're still keeping it together. And I've watched his channel grow. I don't always agree with his commentary. There's a lot that I disagree with, but overall, I am a fan. Now, something that I love about Manny's channel is that he interviews twin flames from all over the world. Many of them are lesser known twin flames that you're not going to find on any other channel. And I like that he interviews both a variety of twin flame coaches and twin flame civilians. So it's refreshing to see that on his channel, he's talking to people who have zero financial stake in sharing their story. They're coming forward in a lot of cases for the first time, and that I absolutely love. Now, there's a focus on exploring the signs, synchronicities, telepathy, and paranormal experiences on this journey, which I love because I experienced it myself, and it's great that there's a dialogue around it. But I also like that he talks about healing trauma. Now, I have researched hundreds of twin flame stories, and something that I noticed is that there is a substantial subset of twin flames who have survived some unthinkable traumatic life events. And I like that this is explored on his page. Now, your auntie has been through the ringer herself and has done a lot of healing. So while I'm always sad to hear a fellow survivor's story, of course, it helps to know that I'm not alone. And since this journey can feel incredibly isolating, I often find a lot of comfort in Manny's channel. And those that he interviews, it kind of feels like I'm part of this parasocial camaraderie. Like they don't know that I exist, but I know they exist. And sometimes I fall asleep to this channel and it just makes me feel better. On occasion, Manny will interview the very rare twin flame couple in union. And his latest twin flame in union interview has stirred up quite a bit of controversy. And let's face it, you know your auntie loves a good controversy. So grab your favorite beverage, hopefully it's some tea, and let's unpack this. Recently, Manny had on a twin flame couple in union. And to be honest, I really enjoyed their interview. The vibrations between them reminded me so much of me and my own DM back when we were in the bubble love phase. I remember back then people would just come up to us and say, "I'm so glad you found each other." And that's how I felt watching them. Through the video, there was never a moment that I doubted their connection or that they were twin flames. I looked at them and I said, this is the real deal. Because there was something that the woman in the interview said to me that just solidified it. She said, this connection isn't human. And that's how I feel about my twin flame connection. So that really just sealed the deal for me. Because I don't know, I think that soulmate connections and karmic connections are human. I've never had a soulmate. I've only had karmics, and yeah, that felt human, definitely. Twin flames, however, from my experience, can be highly paranormal and feel intergalactic of sorts. So the next day, I replayed the interview and I fell asleep to it, and it was so comforting. And even though I'm a firm believer in not expecting reunion, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. However, I am human. I'm an intergalactic human, apparently, because I'm a twin flame. But the rare times that I see it happening for someone else, it makes me extremely happy to know that it's not impossible. And yes, even though I'm all about trying to detach, I do get that spark of hope in the back of my mind, and it makes me happy when I have it. So I fell asleep to it, and then I went back for a third listen, and I saw the following headline on Manny's video: The Twin Flame Police. Uh-oh. So it seems like the woman in the video had been on the channel before. And in her initial interview, she had spoken about her DM in detail, but it was not the same person who appeared in the video once she was in union. So the Twin Flame Police came out in droves, riding in their Twin Flame squad cars, writing their Twin Flame citations and demanding answers. And Manny addressed these concerns head on, and he assured his audience that he is going to revamp the vetting process before any future interviews. Now, your auntie loves discourse and debate, so let me ask you this. Who says we can only have one twin flame? Who says that? And who gets to be the final authority? I know the common belief is that you can only have one, but who decides? In this 3D life, some people are monogamous, some are polyamorous, some are asexual or relationship anarchists. Why couldn't these dynamics also play out in the world of twin flame connections? In 3D life, a woman might give birth to twins or to triplets or to quadruplets, etc., etc., etc. If we can have twin flames, why can't we have triplet flames or quadruplet flames or multiple twin flames? What if a divine feminine in one relationship is a divine masculine runner and a nut in another relationship and maybe not even aware of it? So I think in our never-ending quest to make sense of this celestial journey that we've all been nominated for against our will, there's a desire to have rules, guidelines, and absolutes. There's this desire to make sense of the senseless. But with the internet being a relatively new resource in human history, are we ready for those rules and regulations? Maybe there's more to explore. Throughout my journey and the hundreds of twin flame stories that I have studied, I've come across multiple people to claim that they have more than one twin flame. My cousin claims that she has had two, and I believe her. A former student of New World All-Star who started her own channel, Twin Flame Non-Duality, claims 3 different counterparts. I believe her. A creator under the channel White Wolf Academy claims to, I think it was like 7 or 8 twin flames. And I kind of believe him too, because when he talks about the experience that they had, they're so similar to my experiences. And I just simply cannot write him off. A creator by the name of Dio explores the concepts of the twin flame as being more of an energy and not necessarily the person. So one of his philosophies is that your twin flame may return one day, but just not come back in the form of the same person. And I'm also incredibly open to this. Your auntie has a very open mind. So while Manny is out of twin flame jail for now, it's only a matter of time before he or any one of us find ourselves in danger of being locked inside twin flame jail for a period of time, as long as we keep speaking on the subject. So in the next video, I want to explore a concept that I don't believe I have come across yet. But it's a philosophy that I think could maybe be possible in my journey. I'm not sure, but I want to explore it. What if we are the divine feminine in our own stories, chasing our masculine energy? But what if we're a divine masculine in someone else's story and they are chasing us? I might end up having to go to twin flame criminal court to even explore this concept. But since I have such a small channel right now, I feel like it's a good time to put it out there. So in conclusion, while we have the power of the internet to explore the parallels of our shared experience, maybe we should look more to what is binding us, what is putting us together rather than what is dividing us and gatekeeping the experience. This twin flame journey, it's so euphoric, so sorry, your auntie's having trouble pronouncing that word. So excruciating, so transformative, so strange, and so surreal. Maybe we should be just a little more open to those who have an experience that looks different to our own. Perhaps if we kept more of an open mind and stopped the gatekeeping, we could get closer to the truth of what this journey is all about. Until then, just remember, your twin flame auntie loves you, and it's all going to be okay.